So, should we bring in the closer? And
I think it'd be a good time for that.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 61st episode of the Free Baseball Podcast presented by theathleteshub.org. As always, it's me, Davis Bird, and I'm joined by this guy that he just kind of wandered into the podcast this time. Strange man in the glasses, Jake Crumpler. Not a whole lot to talk about. It's going to be sort of a fun, goofy pod. Probably won't go too long.
Aren't they all?
Oh yeah, a couple of goofballs over here. They'll put the SpongeBob clip up on the board. Just a couple of goobers up here, goofy goobers. Yeah, not a lot to talk about, but we're here to have a good time. And as always, we're going to start with the hot weeks, and I get to be a homer and love my life because we get to talk about Christopher Morel. Jake's loving it too because he's got him.
Yeah.
I offered him my whole team for him, and he said no.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Well, let's talk some trades. Oh wait, yeah, you did. But yeah, that one you said yourself that wouldn't be enough.
I know. My whole team wouldn't be enough for Christopher Morel because over the last week he's hitting .421. He's got a 500 on a base percentage. He's slugging 1.263. He scored 10 runs in a week span since the 17th. He's hit 5 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's been worth 0.6 F/WAR over that stretch. Christopher Morel, good baseball. Who would have thought? I'm trying to pull it up. He is the first Cubs player since Sammy Sosa, which I think that happened in 1998, to homer in 5 straight games for the Cubbies. Yeah, man, he's just really good since he's been coming up. He tore it up in the minors and deservedly gets a call up. Probably should have been on the opening day roster, but what do I know? Yeah, really good.
It's insane what he's doing. I didn't think he could get better from what he started off because he started off so hot in his first 8 games or whatever. I think it was 8 games. He had 4 home runs in his first 7 games. So yeah, he was already on fire, just blasting home runs every other day, and now he's gone 5 straight. That's insane for any player, let alone a Cubs player, let alone a rookie. Well, almost rookie. He was a rookie last year and played 113 games, so he's a sophomore now. Combined with his performance in AAA, the guy already has 20 home runs. It's absolutely bonkers what he's doing. He's striking out a crazy amount. He's given shades of Javier Baez. I don't know if you also feel that. He doesn't really have the same excitement in the field or the same speed that Baez does, but what he does with the bat is very Baez-esque, where he just swings super hard. He blasts bombs. He gets super pumped when he hits a home run, and he's been impossible to stop, impossible to slow down. Every single day you think, here comes a normal day. We're not going to see a Christopher Morel home run. And then you know what happens? He blasts another. So it's been pretty incredible to watch. He's really carrying my fantasy team, like you said. But yeah, it's going to take a lot to take him off anybody's fantasy team right now. It's really crazy what he's been doing.
Yeah, I get the bias comp for sure. He's been a big spark plug kind of guy, and the swings are even the swings are very similar. If you watch it, it doesn't have as much movement pre-swing as Baez,
so hard,
but he's like Baez because he swings so violently through the zone that when he makes contact, it's almost always loud contact, which is just sick, man. He's fun, and the Cubs desperately needed some excitement in their lineup because I think they're still currently without a second double-digit home run guy. I think the only one that does is Wisdom. And Morel is currently on 9, which, I mean, given at the pace that he's on, that'll be, broken by the end of the night, which would be the franchise record, which hopefully he can get there. And the Cubs lineup has been decent, but just getting those spark plug kind of guys in there is just fun for a Cubs team that's probably realistically a 500 team. Let's be real. But getting guys like this at bats is really what you want. So It's a good thing that he's been performing, and hopefully he consistently will get those at bats. And he's been good despite the high K rate and despite the not much of a contribution on the defensive side. He's already almost worth 1 F/WAR. I think he's at 0.9 F/WAR, and that's encroaching on his season total from last year, which is 1.6. So, I mean, he got a large chunk of his season, like his WAR from last season, in a week. So he'll keep it up. Even if he doesn't, he'll have a much better season this year.
Yeah, that Cubs lineup is a lot of fun at full health, to be completely
Mm-hmm.
honest.
It is.
Like now that you got Horner back and Suzuki back, once you get Bellinger back, that lineup top to bottom is a lot of fun. I know you got Jan Gomes at catcher, but
He's been hitting. He's been hitting is
exactly.
the
I have
thing.
him in one of my leagues.
Yeah, Jan Gomes has been one of the better hitting catchers in baseball this year. Their lineup is good, and Mervis also, just kind of throwing him in there, hit his second home run of the season last night, and he's got his average up over 200, which is good for a guy that's like, he's also got some swing and miss, but he walks. He's been making loud contact too. He's sort of getting a little unlucky, sort of like Tristan Casas, but not as extreme a level. But this lineup is pretty fun. It's got some potential. Rotation kind of sucks, and the bullpen's not great, but you take what you can get. Cubs got an exciting future with Morel. Hopefully they can see a few more guys come up this year, like Brendan Davis, maybe Pete Crow Armstrong.
I feel like Mervis is sort of pressing because he wasn't a strikeout guy.
Yeah,
I mean, he sort of was earlier in his
lot.
minor league career, but like in AAA 2022, he had a 14.6% strikeout rate. And then this year at AAA, he has 17% strikeout rate. I don't know. I usually say, I don't know, maybe add around 5% when you hit the major leagues. And that still would be like low 20s. And now he's right over 30%, 33% about, which is a huge jump. So I feel like he's pressing a little bit. He's not walking too much. He's probably chasing a lot. His BABIP is actually pretty high, 323. So it's not like he's super unlucky in the batted ball department. He's hitting a lot of ground balls, and that's something he didn't do in the minors as well. So I think he's sort of pressing a little bit, but hopefully that home run he hit, was that yesterday, gets him back on track?
Yeah. Yesterday, I think he had a 3-run single, maybe the day before also. Like he'll come good eventually. He had a plate appearance literally like a few minutes ago where he hit like 100-mile-per-hour line out to right field, and the right fielder didn't have to move. So it's just like stuff like that. He is pressing a little bit. If you watch him, he's swinging a lot. He's chasing a lot too, which is not him because he's a high walk guy. But yeah, the Cubs are an exciting team that hopefully won't suck for too much longer. 4 hot weeks. That's all we've got. Well, excuse me. Can't forget about this new one. This new one we just put in the rundown, but not a new guy around the block, sort of like Christopher Morel. This is Rich Hill, Dick Mountain. Had 2 starts in the past week, one against Detroit on the 17th, went 6 innings pitched, gave up 1 hit, 0 earned, 2 walks, 7 Ks. Generated 12 whiffs on this one, which is good for a 32% called strikes plus whiffs percentage. Big shout out to Rich Hill because I streamed him in fantasy that day. And then on the 23rd against the Rangers, he went 5 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 5 earned, not great, 2 walks, but he struck out 9 against the Rangers, who are a really dangerous lineup. 8 whiffs, 31% called strikes plus whiffs percentage.
Yeah, it's good to see Rich Hill still kicking strong at, how old is he? 43. That's crazy. The guy could be my dad. But yeah, it's great to see him still going. I mean, obviously that second start wasn't too great, but he was facing Texas and he did get 9 strikeouts, which I think is his season high. Double check on that. Yes, it is season high, 9 strikeouts. And so that sort of affected his FWAR because Fangraphs WAR is FIP based, and that FIP is usually lower when you strike out a lot of batters. So it's cool to see him striking out so many guys. That curveball has been devastating this year. Let's see. Overall, the curveball has a 28.7% CSW. Nothing crazy. Let's see the PLV though. Should be good. No, 46 percentile. I don't know. It's a Rich Hill curveball, and he's throwing 87.7 miles per hour. It's pretty crazy what he's doing. He's like the modern day Jamie Moyer, where he's just going to pitch forever. And I think he's very different than Jamie Moyer in general, but I think we get the same vibe. But it's cool to see him still doing this, because you know what that means, that he is going to pitch another year, and he's going to pitch until he's 500 years old.
Oh yeah. I wonder let's take a bet. Let's take a bet right now. What team's he going to be on next year?
Next year. Well, do you have any thoughts immediately?
I automatically assume Rockies, but also probably also maybe throw out a wild card one in there would be fun.
Back to the Dodgers.
That would be pretty cool. You know what? Maybe Dodgers. I would also say maybe the Tigers, because they're kind
Yeah.
of struggling the whole rotation issue, and
Yeah.
they're not going to be good next year either.
I feel like
let's
he's
go
going
those
to
two.
LA. I feel like he's going to the Dodgers or the Angels. The Angels are just like going to be like, we just need somebody that can throw baseballs. And Rich Hill
A
is
guy
like,
that
I am
throws
one of those
baseballs.
guys.
I can do that. Look at
Yeah.
my resume. It's 20 years of me throwing a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to Rich Hill, Ageless Wonder. And then our players of the week as of the 20th in the AL, Aaron Judge. And in the NL side, Nolan Gorman. Both of these guys belong to our fantasy teams, respectively. Jake has Aaron Judge, and I have Nolan Gorman.
Nice. Yeah, Judge has been getting back on track since he came back from the IL on May 9th. We'll include that game too because even though he went over 5, but since then he's batted 367 with 8 home runs, and that's in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games. He's got 8 home runs, and he's also stolen a base, and he's batting 367. Like I said, his strikeout rate is under 25%. He's walking 19% of the time. He's honestly looking like last year Aaron Judge again, which is great to see, and sort of bad for the league, right? Because he's just gonna go off again as long as he can avoid hitting the IL again. I mean, this is looking like another 50 home run season.
Oh yeah, Aaron Judge. That's like, it's so hard putting like the fragile label on him because he really hasn't been. But yeah, Aaron Judge, when he plays baseball, is a top 3 player just in general in baseball, maybe 2. I think I probably have him as the second best behind Ohtani at this point. What do you think? Where would you put him in that hierarchy?
In terms of just players?
Yeah, in terms of just players.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good bet. I think
He's either 2 or 3 for me.
I feel like he's definitely the best hitter in baseball, or at least up there among the best. And it depends on how you weight walk and strikeout rates and stuff. But the fact that he can play center field at an above average level suggests that, yeah, there's nobody there. I mean, this is like what Mike Trout would be right now if he was, I don't know, not really, if he was like a few years younger, right? I mean, because Trout's just not a great defender anymore. He still plays center field. He's not great, but he's not really at his peak in terms of hitting, and Judge is right now, even at 31. Are they the same age? Now that I think about it, Judge is 31 this year, and Trout is 31 this year. Whoa.
Yeah, but there's also a lot more mileage on Mike Trout.
Exactly. I think they're the same player, and they're the same player, except Trout is sort of, past his prime now.
Yeah, a little bit. Mike Trout's also, as much as we put the fragile label on like Aaron Judge because of what happened to him in the past, Mike Trout has been that. Mike Trout hasn't played enough baseball. It feels like he's missed significant time almost every single year.
He hasn't hit 120 games since 2019.
It's wild. But yeah. Yeah, I think Judge, for my money, I mean, outside of Ohtani, I think he's the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
And it's good that he's sort of getting back to form because you want to watch the best players play baseball regardless of fandom, even if you're like a Yankee hater or whatever. Mm-hmm. Baseball is better when Aaron Judge is part of it. So it's good that he's back. And then on the flip side, in the NL, Nolan Gorman is sort of I wanted to say like an unknown quantity, but it doesn't feel like that. It is sort of his first real, he was a rookie last year, but he played 89 games. Now he's consistently getting starts, and he's starting at like second base, DHing. Occasionally they'll put him on a corner, but usually second base or DH. And he's just tearing the cover off the ball. He hits and he hits and he hits and he hits in the clutch, and he does whatever else you could possibly want him to. If you're a Chud that doesn't like advanced analytics and you like RBIs and all this stuff, he's doing that too. So he's been really good. Had two pinch hit masterpieces against Boston where he hit a go-ahead home run and a go-ahead double. I think both of them were more than the home run I think was like a 2 or 3 run, and then the double was like a 2-run double or something like that, which is crazy. Gorman has been really good for the Cardinals, who are sort of rebounding from their awful start.
Yeah, he really earned that spot on the team too, because when the season started, it didn't look like he was going to have a role because they had so many outfielders, and Jordan Walker was going to make the team. It didn't seem like he was going to be the full-time DH, and he was sort of stuck at second base even after coming up as a third baseman with Arenado there. He had to move to second, and with Brendan Donovan looking how he looked last year and Tommy Edman being there wasn't a ton of room, and he's completely earned it. And now he's just like every day in the middle of that lineup. And I think the biggest thing was just the plate discipline. He always struggled with striking out too much. He was a little bit too aggressive. Last year, he was 33% strikeout rate and 9% walk rate. He's bumped the walk rate up to 12% and cut the strikeout rate down to 26%. So big gains in both departments, and that's helped him across the board. He's a home run away now from tying the total he set last year in fewer than half the games right now, which is really crazy. He's been really great. And unfortunately for Cubs fans, it's just another guy in that lineup. But that's the thing with this lineup is they have so many guys that seem to have a lot of potential, and it's just a matter of who's going to step up and take control of that role. And that's been Gorman this year. His StatCast metrics are great as well. So, I mean, good on you for getting him in fantasy, because this looks like it's going to last the whole season as long as he doesn't start reverting in terms of swing and miss.
Yeah, most of my really good players that are carrying my fantasy team are guys that I've picked up. I have like J-Rod and Jordan, who both have missed time with injury or have been inconsistent. Randy's been pretty fine. And then my top three players outside of that have been Josh Lowe, Esteury Ruiz, and Nolan Gorman. So all three of those guys.
Waiver wire master. Waiver wire wizard, sorry.
Yeah, throw enough darts to the dartboard and one's bound to stick. And yeah, so shout out to Gorman, even though he does play for the much maligned
St. Louis still Cardinals. In last?
I don't know.
Let's check. Let's see if we have to retire the meme for good. They are not in last. Oh,
who's in last? Cubs probably
Reds.
Well, that's not surprising either.
Nope.
You know, it'll change at some point.
Yeah.
I think the Cubs are currently winning, so Cubs are going to chase down the Pirates, baby. They need to stop being terrible. They've been really bad over their last 10.
The Pirates have really fallen off after being like the best team in baseball, or in the National League at one point.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw the speaking of best team in baseball, you saw the Rangers surpass the Rays in terms of run differential.
Yeah, the Rangers have been red hot, and then the Rays have sort of like, they haven't fallen off, but like they obviously just didn't continue the pace that they were winning literally every game.
Yeah. I mean, the Rangers were sort of like the big boomer bust team. We talked about that sort of endlessly throughout the offseason, and they're booming right now, to be completely honest. Even without DeGrom, too. Like, he was there to begin the season, and he's gone. And that was one of the things I said, that they have so much rotation depth with those guys. Like,
who's carrying their rotation, Jake?
Nope.
Who's carrying their rotation right now, Jake?
No, he's bad.
He's not bad.
Yes, he is.
He's not bad.
Dane Dunning.
He's very good. No, it's not Dane Dunning. That guy sucks.
He has a 1.67 ERA, bro. That sounds like he's carrying
a lot of that's from the pen.
And a 15% strikeout rate.
A lot of that's from the pen. He's only started like 2 games.
Oh, we're talking about Nathan Eovaldi, the best pitcher in baseball.
Complete game yesterday.
Yeah. Another one?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's so sick.
Damn, bro. Is that your new favorite player?
Yeah, new favorite player.
How long has he been your favorite player?
Since I picked him to win the Cy Young wrong last year. Yeah, he went complete game against the Pirates last night. Earned 5 Ks, baby.
Since his start on April 29th, when he threw a complete game shutout, he hasn't tossed fewer than 7 innings in an outing, and his worst outing was a 7-inning, 3 earned run outing. And during that time, he's gone 4-0 in 5 starts with 35 strikeouts in 41 innings with a 0.86 ERA.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, he leads the league in innings. So
damn.
He's pretty good.
It's so weird because he was one of the boomer bust guys we were talking about, because he always he was known as like the guy who gets injured every year, right? Yeah. Like when he was coming up, it was like, he's got so much potential. He throws super hard, but then he only had 1 year over 160 innings. And then 2021 was the first year that he did it again, 182. And then last year he was like up and down. I think he was good in the first half. And then the second half, he like lost velocity and was getting injured. And now he hasn't really gained that velocity back. He's averaging like 96 miles per hour with his fastball when he used to be mid 97, like 97 and a half. But it doesn't seem to matter so far. I mean, that's why you employ like 5 different pitches. That makes you it makes you able to avoid the pitfalls of having one of your pitches not working. So if you don't have the velocity for a day, you can turn to the splitter. If you don't have the feel for the splitter, you got the curveball, you got the slider, you got the cutter. He's got so many weapons that it's like any given night he can make up for a deficiency in one part of his repertoire.
Yeah, he's been really weird the last 2 seasons because he went from throwing this curveball that ended up being like a hammer curveball and just trash canning most hitters like that just sort of went up against it. And he's almost like he hasn't ditched it, but it's gone from his second most used pitch to like his 4th most used pitch. And he's throwing his splitter all the time. And his splitter's his huge put away pitch. And he's getting just a lot of ground balls. He doesn't walk anybody. I mean, on the year, he's got a 66-11 strikeout to walk ratio. He's walked 11 batters all year in 69 nice innings.
Nice.
And yeah, and then he's probably going to go complete game in his next start because he starts against the Tigers. So like, yeah, you have all these. He's the truth. Cy Young this year. Maybe I'm just a year off.
You were a year off. And I can't believe you didn't double down on your guy.
I thought about it and I did.
Who did you say again? You said
for the AL?
Gausman?
Yeah. For the AL, I think I did say Gausman.
That's a good one because that was somebody I was considering. I said McClanahan, so we'll see. I mean, we're like a third of the way right now, so I think we just hit 50 games.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up because I don't even remember what I said. I know the NL was Yu Darvish, and that one's wrong.
I'm pretty sure you chose somebody that I liked, and it was Gausman.
No, it's Castillo. I chose Castillo.
Okay, yes, that is somebody that I also like.
He's not been as good, but he's been fine.
He's not been
Cy Young Eovaldi. No, he's no Nate Eovaldi, that's for sure.
No, yeah, he's been pretty great. 2.97 ERA and a 28% strikeout rate. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he'll turn the gas on in the second half too, and he'll just start carrying that rotation. But yeah, that's enough gushing over my favorite baseball player of all time, Nathan Eovaldi.
This will be known as the Nate Eovaldi episode.
I'm gonna buy a jersey. I'll have to buy a jersey for Eovaldi. But a jersey I'm definitely not gonna buy is the Orioles City Connect, which we're gonna talk about now.
That was a legendary transition. Holy shit! Oh my gosh, that was
really good at this.
Incredible. That was the best one you've ever done.
I'm really good at this one. Go ahead and put it up on screen. It's trash. It sucks. I hate it. I like the cool stuff on the sleeves, but it's very important.
They have to roll it up.
They have to roll it up. Why is it on the inside? It looks
just make it a cuff. Yeah.
Just make it the cuff. Make it the trim. Make it a cuff.
Yeah.
I do like the helmets. I think the helmets are sweet. But like the rest of this.
Can we make the jerseys like the ones that you can just turn inside out? And then so some guys wear the black and some guys wear the inside out.
That would be if this jersey was completely reversible, that would be gas.
Yes.
That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm. But it's not. It's really unfortunate. I'm wearing the Orioles hat to pay respect, but I mean, this is like Great Britain WBC jersey levels of terrible.
It's not good. And like there's a rule, and I've talked about it the last like few times we've done the City Connect reviews, where it's like, okay, it needs to not only look cool, it needs to connect with the city. That is the literal point. And their reasoning for it just saying Baltimore was just like, we don't think Baltimore. Like, who cares, bro? Who cares? It's so boring.
Yeah.
It's so unnecessarily boring.
It's like who comes up with the script looking like that?
I don't know. And it's like, I know you cannot really see it from the screen, but it's not like clean. It's sort of like roughed up and crusty looking.
The Baltimore?
Yeah. Can you see it where it's like, it looks like it's scuffed up. Like it's got the not, I want to say edgy, but that's not right. Like look at the script.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's barely any. It's not a lot.
I know. It's
It's like
not
there's a
like
couple little holes in it.
I yeah, I just don't really like them. They're
It's
if
like you
this
it's like you sent a cheap jersey through the washing machine and it took off some of the
yeah.
lettering.
Yeah, like and I really would like it if they didn't have to roll the sleeves up to see the cool stuff. Was like that'll be cool for like 5 seconds, and then when they're actually playing baseball, it'll just
And
ruin
that's the whole City Connect thing is like those are like the districts or whatever in Baltimore, something like that, something
like
goofy like that.
that's cool. That
Yeah,
part is really sick.
like a map of Baltimore, but at least let us freaking
Let us
see
see
it.
it. Yeah, for
Let
real.
us see it. Yeah, and then the bee on the hat. I mean, that's nothing special either. I mean, it
I
looks
don't
like the
like that.
Bally Sports bee.
Yeah, I could see that. I could
But
see that
they're
for
going
sure.
bankrupt, so that's not the best thing.
Mm.
It's not really the Bally Sports bee, but it's nothing special. Yeah, I mean, just the boring lettering. Like there's just nothing that's makes it stand out. I mean, it's just all black. I mean, I don't mind all black top and bottom. That's chilling. I like how the numbers and the name on the back are sort of different colors there. But if they don't roll up their sleeves, they're just wearing plain black jerseys with white lettering across the chest, and it's not like it's like interesting lettering either. It's just like, oh,
Mm-mm.
we just chose the generic lettering that comes with the jerseys when we ordered them. Like you've had 3 years to plan this, and this is the best that you could come up with.
Yeah, that's my issues. Like the 3 years part, and this is what you got.
Yeah,
I don't like that. Now,
yeah,
again, the sleeves being rolled up, I love that. Like on the inside, great. Why is it not on the outside? I get it, and like open up Baltimore and you see it, but also like when they're playing baseball, they're just gonna roll down. You're not
yeah.
gonna be able to see it.
Who's gonna have their sleeves rolled up?
The socks, I don't know if you've also seen the socks. They're mid too because they have a stripe of it at the top. Like that's cool, and then the rest of it's just black. It's just black with a little B on it.
I don't even see any pictures with the sock.
I'll send you one.
But I guess this is like I don't know. I don't even
They're
know where
mid.
this.
They're mid.
Yeah,
They're low
they're
order.
less
They're
than
mid.
mid.
Well,
They are right above the Dodgers.
they're very boring,
They are
but
very
they're
boring.
not
But
actively ugly either.
well, yeah. Well, it's hard to be actively ugly when you just
When there's
choose the
nothing on it,
most plain jersey that's
they're
possible.
better than the
Oh,
Dodgers.
I see the socks.
They're
Those
better
are
than the
fine.
Dodgers.
Yeah, but what other ones is it better than?
Oh,
I can run through them. Would you like to look?
yeah. Let's do that.
All right. Is it better than
No,
this?
no
No.
chance.
Is it better than this? No.
No.
Better than this? No.
God, no.
Better than the Braves? No.
No, but not by much because that one's
Okay,
already
but
something
that's
they
just
had before.
okay, that's fair. But in just general jersey terms, these are better.
Yes, yeah, no, for sure. But they're like as a City Connect,
Okay.
not really. No.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's the Twins current jerseys. Nope.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Those are boring too.
At least they say Brew Crew. Like that's cool.
That's true. Like, yeah, I'll give them that one. That one's maybe a little bit better.
Okay.
But they also
Definitely
never
not
wear
better
them.
than this one.
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
they don't. Definitely not better. Oh, yes.
Definitely
better.
Definitely better than that one. No.
Not better than the Diamondbacks. Not better than that one. Not better than the
Yes.
Giants. Come on, man.
Those ones are really bad. Go back to the Giants picture. It looks like they all died.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
All right,
Marcel
all
Dubon.
right,
Kevin
all right.
Gausman.
How many of those guys even still play for the team?
2, Crawford and Wood.
Yeah, I thought
one of them is a woman.
Yeah, I know. No.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Definitely not. And definitely
Nope.
not.
And nope. And nope.
No.
And nope. So yeah.
So they're bottom tier, just second bottom tier. They're just
exactly
just
bottom
ahead.
3 for sure amongst the 19 that have been released thus far.
Ooh, have you seen the video of them respond, like the players like being reveal them and they're all like fake?
No, I have not.
It's so funny.
They just pretend to be excited about it.
Yes.
That's great.
I'll
Yeah,
also send that to you.
that's
They all
that's
walk in
they
and
got
they're
some
all
good
like,
actors over
"Ooh,
there. They got some good
ooh,
actors over there.
nice." Anthony Santander literally walked in like, "Oof."
No, I didn't
Or,
say oof. I said, ooh, those are great.
oh, I love them. They're really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not terrible. It's really boring. Like,
Yeah.
not a
No, they
fan.
are terrible because they are
They
really
are boring.
boring.
That's true.
Yes.
Fair enough. I Baltimore also did this really whack thing on like Twitter where they showed like all the city connects when you show them,
Mhm.
they uh they show like the things for it, and they did a bunch of stuff, and it was like, oh yeah, there's always more to the story, all this other garbage. This is what it means to wear Baltimore on our chest. The
Yeah,
palette
yeah.
the palette is like our people, colorful, vibrant, and quirky.
The palette is like our people black.
Oh, okay. That's real. Let's not do that.
I
That's
just
not
love,
right.
yeah, the colorful, vibrant, and
Yeah.
quirky, and then you choose a black and white
Yeah,
uniform.
right.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
I thought
that's
that was
so
so funny.
whack.
I sent that to you, and I was like, "Who wrote this? Who colorful, vibrant, and quirky? Who? What are you looking at?
They
What are
talked
you?
about
What are they
the
seeing?"
they talked about the color palette, and it's like annoying because they don't. It's not on the inside. It's on the inside. You can't see it. Why
Yeah,
would you do this? They literally had across the chest. Baltimore stretches fearlessly across the front of the jersey. We're not hiding behind a catchy nickname, and we don't shy away. We are Baltimore. Yeah, no shit.
yeah, bro. I'm wearing a crazy green shirt right now, but you can't see it because it's green on the inside.
That's so stupid. And
Yeah.
then the script B we have on our road jerseys. It represents the love we have for our city. We just reincorporated this because we're boring. And then it has the "You can't clip these wings" slogan, which that one is actually sort of cool because that comes from a poet that's from the city that they've taken as like a motto. Like, fair enough. That's pretty cool. I like
Sure.
that city connect part. I like the districts part. I just sure would have really liked to see it and not have to see it when they roll their jersey up or flip it
Yep.
inside out when they put it in the washing machine. Like, I'm good. Don't really
Yeah.
like them.
Definitely disappointing.
Yep, for sure. Um, Another guy who has been disappointing in his environment and not disappointing for us is Trevor Bauer. He got demoted to the farm team of the Yokohama DNA Bay Stars in the Nippon Professional Baseball Organization in Japan because he has been absolute dog shit. He sucks. He sucks, and it really couldn't have happened to a better guy.
It's just so funny that like not only is he like pitching in Japan, and it's
He's
like
getting
that's
blown
it,
out.
that's a demotion in and of itself. That's like in basketball when it's like, all right, time to learn Chinese, buddy. This is like, all right, you're going to Japan because nobody wants you in the United States, and then the fact that you're not even good enough to be on the Japan major league team, and now you're in the minor leagues of Japan, that's like the ultimate demotion. I think it's pretty clear that not only did the time off do him pretty dirty, but also that he relied pretty heavily on the sticky stuff. Because I don't know if you remember, like the first few
Oh
years of
yeah,
his career, like he was a really high draft pick, but the first few years of his career were pretty awful,
he
pretty
was
up and
pretty
down.
average at best. I mean, he was like a
Yeah.
4 ERA starter
Uh-huh. And he
in
he was
Cleveland.
inconsistent. And then once he started doing sticky stuff, he really took off. And we didn't see him pitch post sticky stuff
We got like
ban.
I think we got what, maybe a month of him with the Dodgers, and then he was very average, and then he had the whole thing, and he didn't pitch again.
Well, he didn't pitch with the sticky stuff.
Was that after?
Yeah,
Was that
because that
after
was
he signed with
mid.
the
That
Dodgers?
was like the middle of that season, I
Oh,
think.
then fair
Because the
enough.
whole reason the Dodgers signed him, in my opinion, was to like bring him in to show them how to do the sticky stuff.
Yeah. He through his 3 starts. He had an 8.4 ERA. I think his last start he had before he was sent down, he went 2 innings, so he got pulled after 2. He gave 8 hits, 7 earned, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and he threw 69 innings pitched,
And
or 69 pitches.
he's doing the mound celebrations too. Like, bro, you suck.
Yeah. My favorite thing
Nobody
is
likes you.
he had a good start on the farm, but he literally gave up a home run to the leadoff man. The first batter he faces the game at a new
That's awesome.
He was good in his adjustment start, is what they called it. But
Sure.
yeah, he's not good.
All right, that's enough of Trevor Bauer. I don't want to talk about that guy anymore.
Another guy that those guys got is Ooh, I was gonna make a joke.
Oh.
I was looking at Twitter. It's like some other bums, like, oh, the DNA base are signed Jose Leclerc. They signed
Do they have him?
Kyle Cuffin. No, Kyle Finnegan.
Kyle Finnegan. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think that's Cap. We'll see. Google it just so I don't look like a buffoon. No, Leclerc's still at the Rangers, but yeah, Bauer, he sucks. Hopefully we never see him in Major League Baseball again.
Mm-hmm.
And on to our next little segment that we're going to decide what we're going to do on the fly.
On the spot. Let's go. Who prepares for podcast better than free baseball?
Zooey Mama.
Yeah. What's that website where they have the quizzes?
Hold on.
What's the website where they have the quizzes?
Jetpunk.
What?
There's one on there's one's on Jetpunk and there's one on Sporkle.
Sporkle, that's the one I like.
There's two. Yeah, we'll pick one.
All right. Let me
find a hard baseball one. We're gonna play quiz.
How I'm gonna do this. My computer might explode. It hates when I do things other than just stream.
Put this, Jake. I'm sending you a picture. Put this in the pod,
bro. It's hard to do it mid pod.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it first. I sent you a picture of Trevor Bauer in Japan.
It's a T-ball. That's good. That's a good one. All right. Baseball quizzes on Sporkle. MLB teams. You think we could do that one?
Oh, maybe. I know some of them. Our favorite team, the Rockies, got to be on there.
World Series Minefield 2007 to 2010s 50 home run season Minefield.
Yeah, let's try that one.
All right. Or 500 home run club.
Either one of those I think would be good.
All right, we'll do the 50. All right, let's see if I can share my screen. In a sec. This is just some incredible content, to be honest. All right, here we go.
We followed up the excellent transition from earlier. Like, we know what we're doing. It's like, oh yeah. Anyway, now what do we do?
Share screen. Boom, boom. How's that? Is it working?
It looks like it's trying to work.
Yep, it's loading.
Spin the wheel. Ooh, Zooey Mama.
We did it. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, there's lots of ads on here. We're not endorsed by anybody except for Jordan. So this is real. All right. Here we go. Play quiz. What is this?
50 home run
just
season.
Choosing the guys that have 50 home runs?
We have to pick them.
Okay. Pete Alonso.
So Mark McGuire's got one.
Barry Bonds, Aaron Judge. Where's Mark McGuire?
At the bottom right.
Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire. Jimmy Fox has like 2.
Has he?
David Ortiz has a 54. Ken Griffey Jr. has some.
I don't think Ted Williams has one.
I don't think so either.
Ryan
Howard has one.
Stanton doesn't have one.
59. 59, yeah.
59. Yeah, that's right, 59.
Chris Davis has one. A-Rod has one. Andrew Jones. Jose Bautista has one. Babe Ruth for sure.
Maris has one.
Yep.
Obviously.
How many names are on here? that we're gonna get to 30. They're not 30 right here. It doesn't look like it. You said Killebrew? I
Doesn't
don't
Killebrew
know.
have one?
I think we should start doing guys that didn't get 50, and I feel like Ernie
Definitely
Banks
not
did
Yogi.
50. No, and definitely not Troy Tulowitzki. Hack Wilson has the
Tulo.
RBI record.
Yeah.
George Foster has a 50 home run season. There's a MLB The Show card. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like Tomey's got to have one, right?
I feel like yeah, probably.
All right.
Nice.
Johnny Mize, I think he has one.
Does Teixeira have one?
No way.
Definitely not. I don't. What about Albert Bell?
Did Brady Anderson that one season? Did he hit 50 that year?
I don't think so.
I don't know about Albert.
I don't think Brooks has one. I
know Hank Aaron never had one.
I don't think Teixeira. Yeah, Hank Aaron's was longevity. Did Mickey ever have one?
I don't think he did. I don't think he did, and I don't think Manny ever did either. But I feel like Ernie Banks did.
He might have.
What is this?
Track which
answers you think are wrong. Oh, that's fine. All right. I think Ernie Banks did. Fuck! Oh, shoot. I'm not supposed to say that on the podcast.
Jake blew it.
Sorry, children.
Harmon Killebrew never had one, really.
No!
Which ones were we missing? Howard?
Know.
Scroll down.
Replay.
Scroll down.
Does it have the answers?
Scroll down. Yeah, it did. Go back up.
Where?
It's on the thing. They're all green, right?
This is the one that we chose.
We'll do it again.
Upgrade to what?
No, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're gonna do it again until you're right. So we know it's not Ernie Banks.
Names? No. Is it gonna be different names? You think?
No.
Nope. They're just moved around.
Just shuffled. Okay, so
Maris
had one.
Barry,
Judd. Aaron Judge,
Bang,
not Ernie Banks, Chris Davis, Ortiz,
Sosa, Bautista,
A-Rod, Griffey, McGuire, Giancarlo Stanton,
Ruth,
Babe Ruth, Howard had one, Alonso, Tomei. Did Manny ever have one?
I don't think so, but I think the fielders did. I know Prince did.
Okay, let's do Prince then. Killebrew, right, I'm pretty sure Killebrew never broke 50. I feel like he had a bunch I feel like he had a bunch in the 40s.
Yeah, that's fair. And then how does this thing work? I don't want to test it out. I feel like Reggie had to.
I'm pretty sure Ted Williams never had one.
Me too. But what do you think about Reggie?
Yeah, probably. Did Albert Bell ever have one?
I don't know. I know he had like the big I think he did a 50 homer, 50 double season.
That sounds right.
Reggie, Cecil. I'm gonna say Cecil did it. Cecil. Do you think he did it?
Cecil Fielder. I don't know. Probably.
Let's go.
Did Andrew Jones have one, or did he have one also in the 40s?
He had a big season. I know.
Yeah, he had a big season in 2000.
I would say I would lean yes. It was 50. Do I go for it?
Yeah. Let's see Andrew Jones.
Let's go.
Nice.
9 more. I'm thinking Reggie's got to be one of them. But
probably.
And I feel like Willie McCovey maybe.
Andrew Jones had
Brady
Andrew Jones had 51 exact.
I think Hank Greenberg did have one.
I'm pretty sure because he was one of the major home run hitters.
All right, 8 more. And we have 1 minute and a half. 1.5 minutes.
It's not Yogi. It's not Ernie Banks. It's not Ted Williams. Not Teixeira.
I think we got to go Reggie Jackson.
Let's try Reggie. Reginald Jackson.
No.
We're the worst at this.
This is the worst day of my life.
I feel like Manny had to have had one.
All right. Well, you know what? Screw this game. What is on my hat? All right. Screw that game. Cy Young winners.
Yeah,
They're just
no.
going to be ever. Which teams did he play for?
Who he play for MLB edition?
All right.
Manny
Tony
never had
Gwynn.
one. That was awful.
Tony Gwynn. Padres only.
Only the Padres.
Barry Bonds, Giants, and Pirates.
Yep.
Whoa. Why are there 3 Giants? I see. Because there's gonna be 56 players, and then 3 of
You've
them played
been
for the
duped
Giants.
and bamboozled. Okay.
All right, Griffey.
He played Reds, White Sox, Mariners.
Yep. Where are the Reds? White Sox and Mariners. Maddox.
Greg Maddux played for the
Cubs,
Dodgers. Played for the Cubs, Braves,
Dodgers,
and he played for
Padres.
the Padres. Yeah.
Dodgers, Braves. Piazza played for the A's.
Mets. Yeah, A's.
Played for the Mets. He played for the Dodgers. He played for the Marlins.
Played for like
and he
2
played
weeks.
for one more team.
Let me say Dodgers, Mets, Marlins, A's. Who did he play for?
I don't know. Definitely not the Astros or the Angels or the Braves or the Brewers.
He didn't play for the Yankees.
Didn't play for the Cubs. Didn't play for the D-backs. Expos, no. Giants, no. Indians, no. Mariners, no. Marlins, we did. Orioles, Padres is like the only. That's the only guess I have. Padres.
Try that.
Let's go. All right, Randy.
Randy
Astros.
played for the Astros. He played for the
Diamondbacks.
Obviously, he played for the
Played
Expos.
for the Expos. He played for the Mariners.
He pitched for the
Giants.
Yankees.
Played for the Yankees. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got
it. Oh God.
Roberto Alomar. Blue Jays.
Played for everybody. So
looks like it. D-backs, I think. It's questionable. Orioles.
Alomar played for the Padres. He played for.
He seems like a White Sox guy.
He does also seem like a White Sox guy.
Did we do Blue Jays? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Braves, Brewers, Cubs.
Did he play for the Dodgers?
I don't know. 3 more. I feel like he played for the Indians.
Yeah, he did. Because him and Sandy played at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. 2 more.
Rangers? Did we already do that?
Rangers?
Did he play for the Rangers?
I don't think so.
He feels like a prime old guy on the Rangers guy.
Seemed wrong though. Can we come back to it? Does it work like that?
I don't think it works like that.
Oops. It's okay. Nothing happened. Did we do the Mets? He played for the Mets.
He did. What else did we? What other options do we have? Did he play for the Diamondbacks when he was?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Do the Diamondbacks.
Yes, let's go.
Gary played for the
Gary
Mets.
Sheffield. Mets. He played for the Brewers. He played for the Dodgers. He played for the Marlins. He played for the Padres.
Did he play? He did play for the Padres. Did he play for the
Yankees and Tigers.
Did he play for the Indians?
No.
Did he play for the Jays?
No. I don't know.
Who do we have left? He didn't play for the A's. No way.
No. I'm thinking White Sox here.
That sounds right. Try that one.
No. Dang it. Wonder what it was.
Shoot.
Ricky, A's.
He played, obviously the A's. He played for the
Dodgers.
Padres when he was 1,000 years old.
Dodgers. Did he play on the Mets? He played on the. Was he a Padre?
He was a Padre.
Weird teams.
He was a Padre.
Padres.
He was Yankees. I don't think he was a
How
Pirate.
did he play on 5 more teams? What the?
He was a J.
Okay.
He was a J. The same season Frank Thomas was.
I think you're better than me right here. He definitely didn't play for the Giants, and he didn't play for the Cubs.
Did he play for the
I
Braves?
feel like he could have played for the Angels. I don't think he played for the Braves. Played for the Angels.
Did he play for? Do we do Giants? Did he not play for the Giants?
He did not play for the Giants.
What about Mariners? I feel like he was a Mariners guy.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
I feel like he played for the Red Sox.
He seems like a Red Sox kind of guy.
Yeah, 2 more. I'm thinking White Sox and Mets.
Mets for sure. Pretty sure he played for the Mets.
I think it's White Sox. I don't remember him. I don't think he was
So
on
what
the
are
Braves.
what are the other options?
Astros, Braves, Cubs, Giants, Indians, Mariners, Phillies, Pirates, Rangers, White Sox.
Hmm.
I'm going White Sox. No. All right. This one's easy.
One of these bums has played. Kenny Lofton also played for everybody. Kenny Lofton played for the Cubs and the Indians.
Indians, Cubs.
He also played for the.
Oh.
He played for the Dodgers?
Don't think so. Astros. This is a hard one. He played on so many teams. Oh my god.
He was like the game's premier mercenary for like ever.
Yeah. Braves. Astros. Is this the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He played on all these teams. No.
No one.
3 more.
Do Yankees?
We'll say,
do we do Yankees?
No, White Sox. And
Rangers.
last one.
Rangers.
Nice.
We
so did close.
Who do we get? What do we get wrong?
We got one for Ricky Henderson, one for some other guy, and one for Kenny Lofton because I was going fast.
Is there another one of these? I feel like that one was pretty good.
All right, let's do one more. We'll wrap it up. League leaders 2008. That sounds fun. Oh, but that's just we'd have to type them in. I don't know about that. I like the clicking the guys.
The Mitchell report.
These are all type them in. Cy Young and MVP winning teammates. MLB 2010 World Series, Texas versus San Francisco. I can do this one.
Ooh.
I've watched these.
Is it like a type in one or what?
Yeah.
I like to click on ones because I'm a bum.
All right. Team nickname. All right.
Ricky played for the Mariners.
Play quiz. Rangers. Giants. Gnats. Manager Bruce Bochy. Previous city located. What does that mean?
What?
You go like New York?
Oh, yeah.
Where were the Rangers located?
What?
Where were the Rangers located before? Nowhere. City.
What?
Nope. Oh, this is a weird way to do it. Come. Stolen base leader. Saves leader. DM. Highest paid player. Highest paid player.
For the Rangers?
No, for either team. Oh.
Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton, all of them. Played a season for both teams.
The previous city for the Rangers is Washington.
They were a senator.
Yeah, they were the Senators.
Oh, and that's the manager.
Let's
Let's
go,
go.
Ronald.
Stadium Globe
Yeah, Globe Life.
Life Park
Yeah.
Field. Huh? Park. Huh?
What?
What?
Wasn't that good?
I don't know. We did get CJ Wilson too when I did Brian Wilson. Stolen base leader for the Rangers that year.
Was a highest paid player for the Rangers Beltre.
He didn't have Beltre in 2010.
Didn't have Beltre in 2010?
No. Oh, it's Andrews. Saves. The closer was I don't know. Last Hall of Fame inductee. What? Who's the NLCS MVP for the Giants? Cody Ross. Yep. Regular season MVP Bonds. That didn't work. Was it Kent?
Barreled the Bond.
How's it not Barry Bonds?
It was Posey.
But are they talking? Oh, they're talking about just in general, not at this time at this,
In general.
this game. Okay, that's different. Last Hall of Fame inductee for the Giants is, I don't know. For the Rangers, is it like Pudge Rodriguez?
That's complicated.
I don't know the GM for that team. Highest paid player. It's a hard one. Yeah.
For the Giants at the time.
Who's the closer for that? We lost this one. 30 seconds left. Well, I thought I was going to be better than
the
this.
ball knowledge is terrible.
Well, I know like the starting lineups and the rotations, but this is not great. Not my best showing. Not my best showing. Well,
we blew it.
We did. Well. Oh, Siri's talking to me. Well, that was wonderful.
Siri blew it too. But someone who didn't blow it in the ninth is our closer that we're going to bring in now. Like we do every single podcast. This time, we got a special one. We talked about the team that he belongs to, not at length, but we talked about him. And hopefully we don't have to talk about them very much in the future. Closer for today, Rob Dibble. I will let Jake take it away to talk about Mr. Dibble.
Thank you. Rob Dibble had a 7-year career from 1988 to 1995, during which he pitched for the Reds, White Sox, and Brewers. He was drafted by the Cardinals in the 11th round of the 1982 draft, and he did not sign. And then he was drafted again the following year by the Reds in the first round, 20th overall in the 1983 draft. He debuted 5 years later in June of 1988 versus the Padres. He tossed 2 innings of perfect baseball with 1 strikeout, which the success was indicative of his next few years, but the strikeouts were not. His debut campaign was brief but successful. He tossed 59 and a third innings with a 1.82 ERA, and then that really carried on for the next few seasons. He recorded his first 2 saves in a great 1989 season that set him apart as the premier strikeout arm in baseball. He tossed a career high 99 innings with a career high 141 strikeouts, which is up there on the most strikeouts by a relief pitcher. And he had a 2.09 ERA with 2 saves that year. He also threw an immaculate inning. Then in 1990, he had what may be considered the best season of his career, tossing 98 innings with 136 strikeouts, a career best 1.74 ERA, and a career best 0.98 WHIP. He also earned his first All-Star appearance, won his first and only World Series, and was named the co-MVP of the National League Championship Series alongside closer Randy Myers. He became the full-time closer for the Reds in 1991, but sort of took a little bit of a step back. He had 82 innings with 124 strikeouts, which still made the highest strikeout per nine of his career at that point. and he had a 3.17 ERA and a career high 31 saves. He was also selected to his second and final All-Star appearance. Then he maintained his status as the closer in 1992, tossing 70 innings with 110 strikeouts, setting another personal high in strikeouts per nine. He had a 3.07 ERA and 25 saves that year as well. He also recorded his 500th strikeout that year, and he did that faster than any other pitcher at the time. That record would later be broken by Craig Kimbrell, and that was sort of the end of his prowess as probably the most dominant reliever in the early 90s, because he started to struggle in 1993, pitching to a 6.48 ERA with 19 saves, and then he had surgery on his right arm and missed the entirety of the 1994 strike-shortened campaign. And he came back and was really not the same as he pitched for two teams in 1995. With the White Sox, he had a 6.28 ERA and a singular save. And with the Brewers, he had an 8.25 ERA. And he tried to make a couple comebacks, but he never did. That flame-throwing fastball never came back, and the wipeout slider as well. And that would wrap up his career after a few years of success and a couple years of just fallen off the cliff. He wrapped up his career with 9.3 Baseball Reference WAR across 477 innings pitched with 645 strikeouts, a 2.98 ERA, a 1.20 WHIP, and 89 saves, which is tied for 191st on the all-time saves leaderboard alongside criminal Felipe Vasquez, the active Hector Neris, and Donnie Moore.
Yeah. Rob Dibble was part of the Nasty Boys bullpen for the Big Red Machine in the 1990s, specifically 1990 when they won the World Series. They swept the A's, and basically they had like 5 guys that would have been closers on pretty much any team. So Rob Dibble didn't get a whole lot of saves, partly because, I mean, there were other guys that were really disgusting in that bullpen at the same time. Randy Myers and Norm Charlton. Randy Myers is one of the better closers of all time. Rob Dibble, really good. The immaculate inning you mentioned was the first Reds immaculate inning ever. So it's the first time that has ever happened for the Reds.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, if anybody's ever played MLB The Show, I'm sure you've seen Rob Dibble in there, and he is unhittable, throwing 100+ miles per hour. He's like 6'5", big guy, crazy windup. He was probably like the OG modern day
like fireball reliever.
Like basically what everybody is now, throwing 100 miles per hour with a wipeout slider and a huge amount of strikeouts. That's originated from Rob Dibble.
Yeah, I really like their little bullpen nickname was the Nasty Boys, which was so sick.
Pretty sick.
The pin was crazy. But yeah, that is all we have for this evening of the Free Baseball Podcast. That was more of like a less like a baseball news podcast and more like just kind of a hangout pod where we just do whatever, talk about whatever.
Yeah, that's what we do best.
Yeah, I think so. And you can go read more about what this guy does best at the various websites he writes for, like pitcherlist.com, which you should go read everything that they put out because it is really good and will help you do good in fantasy baseball. If I am currently doing not terrible in this fantasy baseball league with Jake, specifically because I read all of Pitcher List's articles. They are the best. You should go check out everything Jake writes and pods.
I do a weekly reliever ranks article. That'll be coming out on Sundays most of the time. Sometimes I fill in other days. I do some one-off articles. I also do a couple podcasts there on weekends, Saturday and Sunday mornings. You'll check out the First Pitch podcast. What are you watching a TikTok while I'm plugging my stuff?
No, I accidentally clicked on one. Someone sent me a text. Someone sent me a text and it was a link to something. It was a video.
Yes, and I couldn't wait until after the podcast, Davis. We're like 1 minute away from being done.
Don't flame me on the podcast.
You're fired.
Don't flame me on the podcast right now.
Yeah. Well, anyway, First Pitch podcast, Saturdays and Sunday mornings. That's me. Short 15 to 20 minute podcast. Get you ready for the day of baseball. And then also In the Pen comes out every Friday morning. And we talk about relief pitchers, and that's a real fun one with the boys, Rick and Callan. Yeah,
those are really good. You can also check out everything that he does over at theathleteshub.org, which, of course, sponsors our show. Everything over there is specifically by fans of the sport. It is not like a major mass news article sort of thing. It is fans talking about fan things and enjoying the games and sports from that perspective. And that's what I think makes it pretty unique and enjoyable and really easily digestible as well. You can just go over there, read an article in a few minutes and kind of get what you're looking for. You can follow both of us on our social medias. Mine is on the screen right here next to my name, and it's also right below our names. You can follow me at DVSBird. And you can follow Jake Crumpler at Jake Crumpler. And seriously, just go check out all the stuff that guy does. He is really good.
Thank you.
Carries the podcast, my bum ass. Yeah, it's good. Great time. That's all we have for the pod today. And check back in with us next Wednesday around the same time. Peace.